All right. Shalom, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Before I get started, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to my apostles and my elders, a great millstone who lead, teach, and rule well. Love and honor my fellow Akim, pushing the word in true faith and sincerity across the four corners. Shalom, peace and blessings to the sincere listeners and the sincere subscribers of the men and doctrine of great millstone. Just like, give me 1 second. All right, so this is your brother Edified from GMS Atlanta Church, coming with another lesson through the Spirit. It's going to be based off this article here that I came across from APnews.com, dated December 8th, 2023. The hopeful year of all the prophecies of Yahweh shall come to pass, and it's entitled. It says, Hunter Biden is indicted on 9 tax charges, adding to gun charges in a special counsel investigation. And, there's a plethora of scriptures that come to mind, because really these are, Hunter Biden is, and these are the fruits of wicked people, man, of Edom Esau, Hunter Biden just being another in a long line of devils who come through the loins of the Biden family, and it just goes to show you how, one of the tricks and wiles of the devil is they love to push forth the wickedness and the corruption of everyone else, primarily, of course, the Israelites, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, but behind closed doors, and when given the opportunity, they show themselves to be who they are, devils, man. Okay, so this report on this, I do not plan on reading the article in its entirety, but this is from APnews.com by Lindsay Whitehurst. It says, Washington AP, Hunter Biden was indicted on 9 tax charges in California as a special counsel investigation into the business dealings of President Joe Biden's son intensifies against the backdrop of the 2024 election, in which Creepy Joe, man, he doesn't appear to have much life in him, man. It wouldn't surprise me if Creepy Joe kicked the can before Jimmy Carter, or vice versa. But, these guys are literal and, at this point, physical. Even if you look at Mitch McDonald, these guys are spiritual and literal puppets, man. But like I said, just reporting on this news article, it was just another way and remedy to show, that we should not desire or put these heathen nations, especially Edom Esau, the basis of people, over us, But you have a great deal and great number of our people who are still trapped in this political system and BS. Okay. Jumping down, it says, Hunter Biden spent millions of dollars on an extravagant lifestyle rather than paying his tax bills. Special counsel David Weiss said in a statement. The charges are centered on at least $1.4 million in taxes Hunter Biden owed between 2016 and 2019, a period where he acknowledged struggling with addiction. The back taxes have since been paid. So, he was going through his own acknowledged, drug binge and, did the dirt, man. But the main thing, part of this too is, speaking on tax charges, but that's in addition to gun charges. Because like I said, this is just yet another example to show how and when Edom Esau is given the opportunity, not only will they put and push forth Jake in a bad, terrible light, but they'll also do wickedly themselves. Okay, so I'm starting the book of Psalm 64. This is Psalm 64:1. It says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O God, in my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. You see, these are workers of iniquity, man. You know, like I said, just using this as yet another example. I mean, this man, you know, in which, just speaking on taxes is a whole another story. That's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? But off of the requirement, you know, of taxes, at least $1.4 million just went through his hands. And we can only begin to imagine the depths of, you know, these and this devil, especially one of that stature, notoriety, you know, being in the family of those who lived and ruled out of the White House. Because even before Creepy Joe became the president, he was the vice president in the Obama administration. You see? So, like I said, just using their taxes as just an example of them having the means and the resources to do all manners of wickedness, especially in the dark behind closed doors. You know, this is just yet another example in which, you know, of course, there's a lot of wicked individuals in Israel too, but a lot of Jacob waking up too, as far as getting out of that bullshit, man. You know, now of course we're not in, and we haven't been placed in Babylon, America, you know, to just be a thriving and superfluous people, because this is a place of our captivity. But I just said to say, you know, a lot of people in Israel have learned, you know, especially through these athletes and stuff like that. Man, Jake really in the come up as far as how to preserve certain capital and wealth too. Just go to show you the power of our people when we're in our right mind. But that's another story. But continuing on, Psalm 64:3, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. You know, because even Joe Biden has been on record as far as saying certain things about Israelite communities. You know, he even went so far as to state, if you don't vote for him and Kamala, that you ain't black. Which you aren't black, but you know, the audacity of this guy, this red individual, to you know, make you even attempt to make you feel a certain type of way for not supporting him and the witch beside him. Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. You see, like I said, even going to, on top of the high ranking elite of Edom Esau, you know, even going as so far to go to the heavens to make claim and speak of the wickedness of our people. But even the average everyday, man, you see it all the time, especially if you're on social media, you know, even the term Karens and Kens come from so-called white privilege, man. You know, which we reading about right so-called white privilege right now in the scriptures. You see? I'm gonna read a little bit more. Psalm 64:5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They consume of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? You see? And this is what happened to Hunter Biden. He didn't think that anybody would see him. You know? Especially some of his, and take note, especially in some of his worst moments. Because if you go through over almost $1 million, at least $1.5 million, that's just on taxes. But then that goes to show you too how he even acquired that wealth, man. This guy was plugged in. Because like I said, those these tax charges are on top of guns charges. You see? But you got to realize too, especially in the Biden administration, and seeing then this too. This goes. It's said in the world, and it's true. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. You know. So even in being in the spirit of, sighing and crying for all the abominations done in the midst thereof, that's an abomination too. The fact that his father is also in office and ruling over us and the people, and doing Lord knows what in the backdrop, man. I'm gonna keep reading. Verse 7. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. You see, an ultimate arrow and arrows are going to be the ICBM thermonuclear missiles, man, which will rain down in America, and it's gonna hurt. And that's why we continue to stand firmly, and to the best of our ability in this truth, man, because we don't want to get caught out there when that judgment comes down. And matter of fact, I'm gonna stop there. I wasn't go to a different a place in the scripts, but that's a good place. That's a good place to stop, Lord willing. I believe in the Spirit. So, like I said, just along with the precepts that the Spirit had me bring out in Psalm 64. Quoted a couple of precepts as well. But like I said, just really bringing this out, one to like we do in this, report the news and stay atop, because this could be a factor in the political discussion and debate going forward, in which, me personally speaking as a man, I don't see Joe Biden being the Democratic nominee for the next cycle if we're here, Lord willing or not. I'm not saying that it's it's prophetic. I'm just, like I said, speaking as a man, and even if he is the Democratic nominee, I don't see him opposing a Republican candidate, especially if it's Donald Trump. So, just want to speak on that. Bring it out. Lord willing, you're edified. Once again, before I close out, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and my elders of Great Millstone who lead, teach, and rule well. Love and honor to my fellow Akim, pushing the word in true faith and sincerity across the four corners. Shalom, peace and blessings to the sincere listeners and the sincere subscribers of the Men and Doctrine of Great Millstone. Lord willing, be edified. Until next time, Shalom.